All right, back at it again today. We got our headlights, which we'll do an unboxing here, but we really have a lot of everything reassembled. I painted up the battery tray pretty nice. I did some repair on the wiring. Found a nice cover. I have the overflow in the trunk. Basically, I have oil in this thing, transmission fluid, coolant is filled up. We're going to do an unboxing here on these headlights. I got to get these wires fixed, and then I'll show you what they look like sitting in the car, kind of like as a review, and I'll show you what the listing was that I got these things on eBay. And I just figured I'd try something different because the other one that I got, there wasn't any. So, and with everything, you know, it all costs more now. I mean, the headlights still ain't too bad. Hopefully they're actually headlights. Okay. Well, we got some styrofoam holding them in. Different than the other stuff. These ones are made in Taiwan. So, set these things down. Definitely not a fan of the styrofoam, guys. Alright, here we go. What do you think? I just know this set didn't come with, I could have got the other set, it was a little bit more. They would have came with some headlight bulbs, but I'm not that worried about it. They got the rings. Man, totally different looking housing compared to what I'm used to seeing. Just, you know, the whole back just looks like it's made totally different. But other than the styrofoam mess, there they are. I'll get these wires fixed up, and then we'll get them in and we'll see how they fit. There's usually an issue with the way they fit down here along the lower part of this bumper. Yeah, let's see what they look like. Alright, so they're in. That's kind of what they look like. They don't, I mean, there's a little bit of a gap here, which is not terrible. The same here. Typically the factory seals, these are just kind of, I don't know, they're flat, they don't come out. The other ones will actually, they'll actually lay up over top of this. I mean, I guess you could get the other seals. These ones kind of look like they're like two-face taped onto them. They seem to light up okay. Here, I'll show you what they look like when they are on. Let's turn these things on. Okay. Little blinker action. High beam, low beam, high beam, low beam. So, I mean, that's what they look like. It's not terrible, but since we're here, let's get this thing fired up. So, what I'm going to do now is I have this in here. Let's do this. I'm going to see if it cranks over. I'm going to crank it over a little bit. I want to get some oil into the turbo, pump through the engine. This thing hasn't been started in quite a few months, and it's been sitting outside. So it's no different than your car parked outside. But let's do this. after a couple batteries. I got a couple. I gotta get new batteries for this car regardless. I believe we have a starter problem. It's the first time that I've had that. I don't remember if this was a starter that was with this car here or with this car when it was in that other car. So they both worked, they both started the car. The flywheel was the same flywheel. Just something's not right there with the starter. So we're going to be pulling the starter out and changing it. But I mean, listen, first fired right up, everything's good to go. Stocky, no smoke, no puffs. Give it a little. That seems all right. Now, the throttle cable I grabbed must have been faulty. So I have to put another throttle cable in it also. But let me tell you, it's kind of what you run into, you know? Right into gear. Good, good. I don't have the speedometer plugged in. There's third gear, fourth gear, back into third, no pop. Fifth. Make it spin a little faster. Well, you might have a trans issue here. Alright. Yep. Trans is junk. So we got to put a trans in it anyway. It's just one of those things that you have to go through. That's why I test things before I say they're good. You know, other than, man, we need a list of stuff yet. There's still a bunch of things to pick out. It started up, the engine's good, you know, all that stuff's good. We're just down to pulling the transmission out. We definitely know this one has a third gear grind on the downshift, and it'll just be something that, you know, will get marked and set off to the side. I kind of figured that the trans was no good regardless. It did shift fine in the other car. You know, it was a little tight going into gear, but it did not grind and did not pop. So we know that everything's working the way that it's supposed to now. It's got a good clutch for it because the other one was bad. So yeah, we just got to grab another trans, throw another trans in, another starter, and another throttle cable, and a bunch of other stuff. So that's pretty much, I mean, that's the test on the car. There is a big list of things that still need to be done. Shut it off and see if it's going to start. It just, something's just not right with the starter or the flywheel. Yep, it's just not wanting to engage. If I go out and I move the motor a little bit, it will kind of engage. So I don't know what the issue is. I mean, if it ruins that flywheel, I got 15 other ones. So I just know right now I think I can put a throttle cable in, and that makes this car mobile, and that is my plan. I have some other stuff that I got to work on. I know what I need to do, and I have a list. So that's where I'm going to end it. The headlights, like I said, let's see. Let me get this out. I'll see what that listing was. I don't like, I mean, they're okay. I'm not a fan. I can honestly say that I will not be buying them again. So let's see here. eBay. Nope, my eBay. Okay, so these were listed right here. Make sure we can see this. Okay, so that's what you see. They don't look too bad here. They kind of look more yellow than they do smoked in the picture or tinted. I mean, here's the price till you add tax and stuff in. It's almost $100 regardless. Housing, it says chrome crystal. Let's bring these up here. Look at these pictures so you can see which ones I'm looking at. There's a picture. I mean, they don't look bad on the yellow in the car. They have this is the insignia. Dyna N, and then like some, I don't know, it looks like a K or an R, I can't tell. You can tell here we got a big gap in the seal, which is not as bad there. It doesn't look bad in those pictures. Here's your description. Smoked lens. Like I said, I mean, I'm not going to worry about returning them. They're doing what they're supposed to do in this car. They look okay. It's just not a headlight that I'll buy again. I'll be having this bumper cover off again because I got to put the fog lights in. Hopefully the factory ones that I have aren't too clear. They're actually pretty nice for what's going in here. So hopefully they don't make those headlights look too bad, or I'll end up having to tin them. But yeah, that's the listing. Where's it at? Why doesn't it say? It says a seller I bought from before, so I must have got something from this person. You know, most of these all come from California. I think these ones .com racing. I mean, I you know, I won't leave a negative feedback. I'll just, you know, it'll be, you know, you get what you pay for type of a feedback, and they work kind of a thing. So we've got some more work to do on this car. We're going to be swapping this transmission out, obviously, and we are going to be swapping the starter and the throttle cable and the flywheel, and just getting rid of everything and then reinstalling everything back in on another transmission. Sometimes this is the name of the game. I did reseal some stuff on the trans because I knew it was bad, but I didn't throw any new seals in because I didn't want to waste money on that. You know, sticking the shift selector on it was not a problem. I can double check and make sure that my reverse sensor is good, and then I know that's good in case I need to put that into my other transmission that I'm going to be swapping in. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, guys. That's a review on some headlights and some of my woes, you know what I mean? Nobody's perfect. All right, later.